This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries.
No, they're worried about the well-being of the pharmaceutical industry, and they will have no competition. They will destroy health food stores and herbs, and they've just all the 70 years that they've been there, they've just like torn and clawed away out and destroyed, especially little herbalists who can't defend themselves. If you're a wealthy herbal company, well, you can fight them off. But if you are, just barely making it and helping a lot of people and so forth, you're vulnerable. And we are very vulnerable.
And wow. Let me ask you, Dr. Truman, what is your take on the Obamacare thing? Because, there's, let me say, statistics are showing about the uninsured rate falls at 1.4%. But 41 million remain uninsured.
Oh, yeah.
So, what do you think? I mean, has it worked or not?
No, it's not. It wasn't ever designed to work. It was just designed to lie, cheat, and steal from you. And, that's another thing. I don't think Obama is a black man. I think he's an Arab. I don't think a black man would ever do all the evil things that this errant, I don't have a bad enough name for this evil president, but I just don't think he could possibly be black. I'm pretty sure he's an Arab. His father was 100% Arab, and his mother was 100% white. So how does he get black out of that?
Well, his mother was a CIA agent, I believe.
Yeah. Anyway, the Obamacare and everything, Obama has already proven that he's just there to create the depopulation, and he's pushing us he's actually bringing Ebola patients into America. Get sick somewhere, don't worry about it. We'll bring you over here and we'll infect all of America. He is working as hard as he can at depopulating America. And I think it's all Arab driven. That's what I think. But that's a whole nother story.
Well, I mean, you're right on point with everything. And, I wouldn't doubt that either.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't doubt that either.
Yeah, he's...
the man knows how to talk a good talk. But,
yeah.
Behind the scenes, who knows what's going on?
Yeah. So far, whatever he's doing isn't working for the good of anybody. It's not working for. The black people aren't any better off. The white people aren't any better off. The Hispanics aren't any better. Well, the Hispanics, he's working on them so he can bring all those in and get all those votes, and that's the only thing. And that's why he's shoving that down our throats, is simply to get the Hispanic vote. And he don't care about the white vote. He's already rigged the elections anyway, to where the voting machines, you vote Democratic, it turns out it counts for a Democratic vote. Then if you vote Republican, boom, it counts for a Democratic vote. He's fixed the machines.
Just to add to that, and just like what you're saying, you see, Obama, he's not for any of us. Pick the fact that, whether you vote for a Democrat, whether you vote for, Republic, it's like two wings to the same bird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't change the flight plan. So.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah.
People think that they have a right to choose, and they have a freedom of speech. country, and
less and less and less all the time. This guy keeps taking away by executive order anything he wants to do. He's got a pen, he's got a telephone, and he is evil.
let me tell you, if you notice, since this man's been in office, you see a lot more, like drones, like artillery and weapons. You see, we're starting to see that come out more and more, publicly. Drones, drone strikes, and and you've seen that a lot in the U.S. going on, a lot of those activities, and that still, contributes to the depopulation of what's becoming this country here.
When people wake up, it'll be too late, and people are waking up. I mean, they can see it. I mean, it's obvious, and the population is in fear right now. They've instilled fear in the population in a lot of areas. When they wake up to that, and he's already got this Ebola thing going where it's murdering about 10,000 people a week, when he gets it rolling, then there will be martial law. And he will vaccinate everyone, and if you don't want to get vaccinated, then you will be sent to a camp where people, a FEMA camp, which will be a concentration camp, and that's where you're going to hang out the rest of your days, and they're going to make sure that those days are miserable, and they're going to vaccinate you by force.
Oh, yeah. There's an airport there, I can't remember what state it's in. It's an airport, it was built by Masons. And, you walk inside the airport, you definitely see, there's like a picture on a wall where it shows, like a soldier, and he has an M16 in his hand. And, it's showing a picture of like people being, people that are, like dead. You have some people that are walking down this long street crying in sorrow. Now, this is an actual airport now, mind you. And, that picture portrays, the near future of, of America. And, it's sad to say, but, it is true. And, back to that, what I was, speaking about, where, where scriptures prophesy that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And like what you were saying as well.
Oh, yes.
By the time people wake up, it'll be too late.
Yeah. By the time they wake up, it'll be martial law time. And it'll be a dictator, Obama forever. Yeah, it's and anybody who disagrees, all right, we've got plenty of coffins for those folks, and for the ones they murder with Ebola or some other contrived chemical concoction, whether it's Ebola or some other some other virus that they invent, like they invented AIDS. So.
Yeah. I have one last question I'd like to ask you.
Sure.
What would you say? What are the changes you see coming on the horizon? In terms of of the medical field, in relation to Bible prophecy, also in relation to the RFID chip.
That's a.
That makes sense to you.
Well, it's all for the Bible. All of these things are being fulfilled, and you can just read Revelation, and it's kind of like Obama's handbook. They're fulfilling every part of the Bible, and the scenario is getting just as ugly. You've got you got these Muslims lopping off everybody's head. These are the radical Muslims, and it's all of this is getting. It's just, you can see it's like a pot of pot of ugliness boiling over, and the atrocities that humans commit against other humans, their worst is coming out. You've got Sodom and Gomorrah all over the place. You know, homosexuality is not only okay, it's you better not say anything about it, and because and your children will be taught in kindergarten and on up that homosexuality is normal. And
so where you see that going on right now, you can, there's an actual video on YouTube you can actually check out.
Yeah.
Where it actually shows, and I believe it may be like a kindergarten classroom where teachers actually teaching the students.
Yeah.
It's okay for a woman to abuse a woman.
Yeah.
For, boy.
Yeah. That's normal.
I mean.
Incest, sodomy, it's all normal.
And it really hurts.
That's disgusting.
Stuff like that going on and how they're training children.
And that's the saddest part, is when I see them harming and feeding all this garbage to these children, and then Michelle Obama going in and changing the children's lunches and so forth. Man, they want to control every thought, every breath that people take. And it's so evil, you can't hardly describe it. And it's all going according to the Bible. The Bible is playing out, and it's going right down to the end. And it must be coming close to the end because, it's going to, as Obama gets enough Ebola cases in here, and he sent, of course, the 101st Airborne over to West Africa with no hazmat suits, none. Here you got 3,000 soldiers right in the area where it's Ebola, and no hazmat suits. They're just there. So, and this thing is airborne, and so forth. So, and then he's inviting them to send all of their Ebola patients over to us, into our hospitals, and our hospitals aren't equipped for this. They've already proven that and so does the CDC. You got the CDC director standing down because he's lied, cheated, and told us bad information. So, what are you going to do with the Center of Disease Control is lying to you? And so we got really, really bad problems, but we're not getting solutions. All we got is more evil ideas all geared towards depopulation. Agenda 21 by the UN.
Oh yeah, Agenda 21.
You got it.
I couldn't say it any better than that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we all need to come to the Lord and have faith in the Lord and support each other, brothers and sisters, and don't let them divide race against race, religion against religion. It's a human to human situation, and as long as a human being is being good with you and not harming people and so forth, and trying to do good, well, whatever they believe, that's their business,
Because you can see, for one part. Because these men are united in what they believe in.
Yeah.
And that's why they're able to get away with so much, because they're united.
Yeah.
And they're sadistic.
Sure. Yeah. It's the money and the power that control all of this. It's the money behind Obama. It's all of that. They've got plenty of money. They got plenty of time. We get rid of Obama, they'll just put another one in there. They're going to control whoever's in there, and if they aren't going to be controlled by the money, then they're going to come to an end, like John Kennedy.
Oh yes, I mean, well, what John Kennedy, there's a speech. Anyone can check this out on YouTube. You can just type in the speech that got John F. Kennedy killed, and he actually actually was speaking about the very government, about, you know, their agenda, what they're really trying to accomplish here, as far as, you know, depopulation, also withholding information from the public, you know, so, you know, that's just to show you the reality of who's really in charge. And that's to also show you that you really don't have a freedom of speech in this country, as, as they,
No, not anymore. No, all this freedom of speech, no. And then we got our press, the media, totally controlled by the government. They aren't allowed to say this. They're not supposed to talk about that. What kind of Nazi baloney is in any of this? So, yeah, it's disgusting. We are in a mess, and those of us who are keeping the faith need to band together and keep the faith and pray for each other, and everybody else who will listen, they come to God, come to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and be blessed, or then you are in deep trouble. I mean, this is it, and people will be, the people will be actually become cannibals and so forth when things get so bad. That's how bad it's going to get. And
they portray these things in movies, where zombie apocalypse and all that stuff going on. Well, I can agree to some, degree. So, these things will come to pass, because if you see the way society is now, people want everything done like this instantly, right now. They need it right now. With obesity going on in this country as well.
Oh yeah.
So, it's killing our children either. I mean, you see,